What's up, boys? Triple Concept here, and we're back at Heavy Clutch. And we got some little bit much less cars to do. If I'm going to be opening the spawner, we're going to be drifting this map, and it is time to drift like this first car. The sun is coming up right now, so if we're going to about to do, and this is going to be a great day. So I'm going to touch to open or just walk here to look on the car spawner. So we got the red suns and the FC and the FD one, the Emperor's Evolution 3 because I can't do that, rear wheel drive S15. We got the Rocket Bunny GT86, the Toyota Celica one, the BN Motorsports AE86, the E46 as well, that's a bit legal. The BN Sports S14, I cannot do that. The Nissan 350C from Tokyo Drift, because I might able to do that sometimes. The Nissan 240SX and Twin Turbo Supra, Mazda MX-5 Miata, BMW E36 Falcon, the E30 as well, and the 2004 Toyota Atenza. And it looks like I'm going to be closing here until I reach into $20 or 20 yen or even just 20 pounds. So looks like I'm going to be spawning my S15, which is my favorite tuner car as well. So this car does not have any sounds. I got almost to $10,000 or each day, and we just got already did. The sun has already come out as well. And looks like we're gonna be drifting around the track and around everywhere as well. You guys really remember that how to drifting like a boss? So looks like we're taking this car into the action because looks like I'm going out to drift today because I actually using the 6th gear because I tried to shift to manual gear. And actually, we're drifting around this track in 6th gear because we are not doing a lap time right there. And looks like I just got a spawn off and looks like we're going for a great lap time without going for a drift because can't do much. And actually, I'll be doing pretty good such as well. The time trial has started. Let's go and drift around the track because I use actually a 6th gear. And I'm trying to be careful. I'm going to be drifting around this thing. And actually, I'm not going off track because of due to the actual mistakes. And I'm going to keep this car in control inside this racetrack or even a racing circuit as well. And looks like I've been drifting and slippity slide around this track and using the 6th gear as well. And try not to hit 100 miles per hour as well as we're trying to drift around the corner and one more corner over there and we just finished one lap. And now let's see a maximum combo lap. And looks like we completed the drift around the first corner because I looks like I'm going to move forward at this. And looks like I'm just trying to avoiding off tracks as well. And I almost went off track as we knows, and the sun won't be coming down for just a moment, and I just spin out of the track and we're gonna be trying again once again. Here comes the good lap of mine and we see what happens because if I'm going to be drifting around without going off tracks and spin outs, it looks like I might able to get out of control because it looks like I'm being such a losing combo because it was lap number 5. If I'm going to be drifting around this thing, I actually made such a furious mistake. And this is so furious I say. And I just went off track and going wide and too much by the way. And actually I feel such a bad luck for now. And looks like we're trying this again for another lap. And let's see what the S15 that can do such as well. And we're gonna be finishing and a few couple of corners as well. And I'm trying not to do a bad luck. Actually, I spin out again. Actually, I'm terrible at this. we're doing the perfect one, and I'm not going actually off tracks as well because we're under $40 as well, because I need to keep on completing our track because we're not doing a maximum tracks because I'm being careful around here because of attacking on this drift circuit. I'm not going overpass right now, and I'm not going to be overshotting this track, so I'm be careful not to hit gaining on the speed and try not to carry speed as much as possible, and going uphill by one less time and going about downhill for this time. We're going to buy the E46 as well, and we just finished for the entire lap. Well, the sun is coming down because looks like, what about that? And what about we're going for a full circuit today? So let's start a good fresh lap because I'm not going off tracks as well. And I'm drifting around in this entire circuit because we're doing this for now. And looks like we're entering for this stage a new one, but actually as well because I driven like reverse, because it was exactly that I driven like the E46 as well as the BMW M3 GTR, and I overshot the turn as well, and because I feel pretty much worse at this. And looks like the sun is about to come down for this moment until nighttime, until a very evening. We're gonna be driving a BMW E46, and looks like we're gonna be finished out lap by now, until we're gonna be one more lap to go, because that's it. I just actually finished, but I'm really done for this moment, and the sun is going to be coming down soon because I'm going to drive a next car. That was an intense fun because we got over $50,000 because the S15 looks good and the sun is coming down because a really long time for sure that later in the evening, because actually I'm going to be despawn this car, and actually we're going to be buying the next car as well. So it's time to buy the E46 because we're not going to buy the GT86 because I'm required for a second channel, because I'm not going to buy the S14. I'm not going to buy the 240SX as well. So if I'm going to be buying, like sometimes if I'm going for $60, we cannot buy a BMW E30 or E36. So we're not using the Red Suns or the Evolution 3. So looks like we're going to be buying the E46. And look how the car it is. So if I'm going to be driving this car was pretty loud and it was nighttime as well. So let's drive out of here and we're going to be drifting this car right now. Looks like the Beamer is taking on action. And because I changed the controls as well, so we're gonna be doing a lap time with full course, so I wonder it's gonna be very loud at this moment. So here we go, let's get on to this. The car accelerates into not to 100 miles an hour as well. It looks like this car is pretty loud, so much, and I pretty love that sound as well. And this is quite for more loud, and I just went too wide and going for off track as well. And we're not doing the short course, we're gonna do a full course. Almost overshot and drifting outside into the gravel. Almost caught that corner because we did a big fail for the first lap. And what if I'm trying not to drift around a track, because especially it was too high for this sometimes. And looks like I'm not going to be drifting because until today, but not whatsoever, until hitting to 80 miles an hour, I almost cut that corner for the first one. And looks like we're going for a long straight, and looks like still using 5th gear before the current hairpin. And looks like this car is going for a shorter track version as well, and going uphill and right down the hill. And it looks like I'm doing the right way because actually I spent so much money trying to buy the E46 as well. It was actually very well and almost completed by the way because still actually going for around the track as well. And it's over 1 minute per lap time as well. And I feel pretty sensibility exactly as well because it's full night by the way. And what if the nightmare moon is trying to come and get me while I'm drifting around the circuit as well. And before we do that, if we're going to be for one more lap, we got 3 more laps away from the finish. So it's going to be a long time. So we got 3 laps remaining. I'm using the 5th gear because if I'm not actually wanted to drift around this track, and because I still need to keep on using the 3rd gear as well because it sounds awful and I spin out and we just cut the corner because I am so very stressed out and shift down into 3rd gear as well as we get back uphill for the last couple of times, and we do this Harazuka jump like the MR2 because I just feeling very weird about this because 2 laps to go and we shift down into the 5th gear as well before just the first corner, and we went onto the gravel. And I just feel so worried about this because the Beamer is actually not quite a bit fun. So what if I'm going to be doing the full course for 1 more, and unless we're going to be the final lap. So we got over $30, 30 yen or 30 pounds, and looks like it's out to the midnight and looks like the sun is coming up early, so well. And we got 1 more lap to go. And we just drifting around the first corner for the 1 last time. And looks like we're going for a full course without going for a 5th gear as well. Going for the longer circuit for 1 more time to go. It looks like we're officially heading over in the circuitous turn as well. I feel so very stressful about this. And drifting around inside of this track, and looks like we head uphill for the 1 more time until we get for the 3rd car as well, and we just eventually cut that corner, just going about the downhill, and we across the line as well, and we hit to the natural gear as well. So we're gonna be returning the Beamer down, and taking on action is over because it's actually going to be morning soon, unless we going to be reaching for $40,000. I'm just kidding, it was the part 2A, but before we're going for a part 2B, I just want to let me know that we're going to be driving the twin-turbo Supra. Actually, it will be in the next morning lately to drift around the track. If you'd like to see more videos such as drifting like a boss, click this playlist at the end screen, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell. And so anyways, thanks for watching. I'm TurboConcept signing off, and as always, stay sideways.